I am rockin' with B-Rock.
I'm rocking with B-Rock.
I'm rocking with B-Rock.
Tessie and I are rocking with B-Rock.
We're rocking with B-Rock!
We
We are Shotgun Superstars, rocking with B-Rock.
I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Jim. And we're rocking with B-Rock.
Rocking with B-Rock!
We are Asphalt Valentine, and you are rocking with B-Rock.
Rocking with B-Rock! Ready to rock with B-Rock!
Hey, this is Paul Liddell from Dangerous Toys and Dirty Looks, and I'm rocking with B-Rock.
With B-Rock!
I'm rocking with B-Rock.
With B-Rock, and I'm looking forward to fight.
Hey, it's Jeff from American Jet Set, and you're rocking with B-Rock. Because you're smart. You got good taste.
What's up? You got the old promo up because I lost the new one that Dave Stabley gave me. I was deleting things off the computer, so bam, that disappeared. So I got to get a new one. And then I'm going to be updating this one, with new ones because I do have a few new ones. So then, we're gonna be updating it. So if you want on it, bam, send me a little video or get a hold of me and I'll tell you how to do it. Just a little 10-second video. Hey, and then you're on. You're famous. You just, boom, rock star status. So today, I have a gentleman on here that is a lot of fun to talk to. Last time I talked to him, I was on my other radio show, Rock Metal Radio, and he was basically my last episode there. Not because I had him on, but because I was leaving anyway. They didn't throw me off because I brought Billy on. No, it was all good. I left and I had to get him on there. And so now he's got new music coming. Dropped a new tune the other day called Love 'Em and I'm Gone. It's a fantastic tune. Love it. I love these guys. Wild America has got that sound that I love. Nothing different from the first album to the second album. No letdown, no nothing. It is still pure rock and roll. Just kicks your ass. I love it. And can't wait to talk to him. Oh, wait. He's here, so I can talk to him. All right. So let's bring him in. Billy,
hey, man.
Billy DiNapoli.
How you doing, bud?
Not bad. How's yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I've been practicing your name all day, so I didn't accidentally say, what was I saying? DiNapoli, these
That's
Italian names. I got a Battaraco. They murder that all the time.
And you know how it is, these Italian names, I mean, if you break my name down, it means Billy of Naples. DiNapoli.
Billy of Naples.
That's it. My Italian heritage.
Oh yeah. It's
how you been?
I've been good. How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just getting ready to come your way. We'll be in Maryland next week.
I'm not in Maryland. I'm in South Carolina.
No, but are you going to be down there?
Down there. Oh, that's right. That's M3, isn't it?
The pre-party, yeah.
Yes. I'm not going to be there. I have, oh my God, cheer season has really got it. And they made, my daughter's does competition cheer. So they made Summit, which is worlds for level 3 and under. And level 3 is all the stunts and shit like that, throwing people in the air and this and that. It is so much fun to watch. And they're doing Orlando. We leave tomorrow morning and we're there till Wednesday. So then I would have had to come back, take a breather on Thursday, not even, just jump in the freaking truck and go to M3. And I was like, as much as I wanted it to happen, it just didn't work out this time.
That's cool. What about you? You're going to be at Masquerade in Philly?
Yes, absolutely. All right. Are you guys on the bill?
Yes, we are playing Saturday.
You're playing Saturday.
Saturday afternoon. That's the night at Autograph is headline.
Okay, that's where you're at because there's a showcase one too. I was looking at the showcase.
There's a Thursday night showcase.
Right.
Friday night, I know Dirty Looks is playing. I'll definitely be there Friday night. I'll probably have the Wild America merch tent set up, and I'll be hanging out Friday. I know Dirty Looks is supposed to play Friday night, and then
Yep.
Saturday we play, and
Yep.
lots of great bands. It's gonna be a great event, all 3 days.
I was looking at the banners today, and for some reason, I did not look at Saturday. And I'm like, where is
good.
Wild America at? I know they're on there, and I know they're on there. I'm with BLE. I know you guys are on there, but I'm like, why is they not on the banner? So I didn't download the banner to hear and everything because I'm stupid. But
Mike, where are you located? Where are you located again, brother?
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay, you're in South Carolina. All right. Well,
and you're in Connecticut.
I'm going to get my tail down there too. I'm negotiating with some venues there right now.
Really? Which ones?
You heard of Suck Bang Blow?
I have heard of Suck Bang Blow, and I love the shit out of that place.
The place is great. So, I'm working on a couple of things down there, and we'll get there before the year is out.
Oh, yeah. It didn't work out. I was going to have you guys play the benefit, and it didn't work out,
You know what? I'm sorry about that.
Dude, schedules are like that.
He had a conflict that day, and he was actually playing a cancer charity for another outfit up here, and it was a dear friend of his, and he really felt guilty about coming off of that, so I just let him do it. And but we'll get down there. We'll get down there to you. We'll make it up to the good people of South Carolina.
I'm sure of it. I'm gonna have, I do believe right after this one, I'm gonna start. Well, I'm already in the planning stages, but gonna announce it and everything like that. But working with the venue just to make sure everything. He wants to wait till this goes down and then boom, start on a new one. But it's probably gonna be like December 3rd. It'd be like a Rock for Tots thing. It'd be an all-day Saturday thing, maybe 2-3 rock bands, 2-3 country bands, and just, raise money for, a charity down here that gives the kids Christmas presents and everything. Whatever money I make, I'm going out and buying bikes and whatever the hell else I can buy. I just want to, that's something I've always wanted to do. And I'm like, you know what? What better way to bring bands down and just have an excuse to pay bands, bring them down, and just have a party.
Well, you keep me posted, brother, because
Oh, yeah.
Unless I 99.9% of the time you need my help, I'm always there for you.
Dude.
Like this, we had a scheduling conflict, but most of the time I try to plot our tour trek where I've gotten, I'm getting pretty good at knowing the guys. Some of these guys that play in the band, they do play in other bands as well because they're musicians for a living. But they always do put, their label band as first priority. So once in a while, something will come up that I have to work around, but not often. So most of the time you need me, or you need us, you got us.
And that's one thing, if nobody has ever met you or any of the guys in Wild America, you guys are fantastic. You guys down to earth. I mean, the first day I met you was back in May at Cancun Cantina. You're doing a show there with a bunch of other bands, BLE event. And I saw you from afar, and within 5 minutes we were talking, and it was like I knew you forever. We're just best buds.
That was your birthday weekend too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a blast. And you were what, you always wonder how to approach somebody, and it was like you're just one of them guys that if you see Billy, go over to him, say hi, and he's going to talk to you, and he's going to talk to you, and he's going to talk to you, and you're going to be best friends. Boom. He's just a really approachable guy. Fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I mean, it's how everybody should be. You got to appreciate the people that support you, and you got to be good to your friends.
Right. And you know what? The moment you meet Billy, he's going to be a friend for life. I mean, he's always there for me. I mean, whatever I need, just to talk, this, that, the other thing. I mean, hit me up. I hit him on Messenger. It's within 30 seconds. I got a response. And it's not just because I'm me, because I'm nobody. It's because that's just the way he is. He is a good dude, great dude, fantastic guitar player. I mean, oh my God. Dude.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody doesn't know, he's got another band besides Wild America called Stairway to Halen. and they do Stairway. Stairway is Led Zeppelin, and Halen is, of course, Eddie. And most people don't pull off Eddie very well. Not at all. I made it a point to go, okay, I'm going to check out one song, and I know I'm going to be walking out the door because people don't do Eddie very well. I stayed the whole time. I was like, this guy's got it. It was really good. When did Stairway to Halen start out? How long you been
You know
doing that
what?
gig?
I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I started Stairway to Halen back in 2017
Okay.
was because in Connecticut, New England, I noticed that really pop music was kind of ruling the roost. And, I never was the type of guy that wants to play just, some small bar for, 50 people making, whatever cheap change. If I'm going to go out and play, I want the shows to be good and big and exciting. And, uh, you know, pop music here rules the roost in New England, and all the bands that were making the big bucks were playing top 40. But you know what? There's one band or a group of bands that is universal, and that's Led Zeppelin and Van Halen. So when I put that together and we started doing that, and we do it right, I got a great lineup. We were doing great. We were making, big money and playing full shows. And the Stairway to Halen concept has now been proven to be easier to book nationally. And also, too, what people don't know, what makes it easier is, my drummer and me are both in Wild America and Stairway to Halen. So when both bands travel, it's just the two of us. It's six guys really, and actually, Steve Wovkenik, the bass player for Wild America, is now also doing travel gigs for Stairway. So literally, it's two bands, five guys, and two singers. That's it. You're basically almost the same back line, but we have Joey, obviously, Labadia for Wild America, and we have a fantastic singer named Andre Vancho who sings for Stairway, who's just outstanding. And Andre has worked with, he's worked with Eddie Ojeda of Twisted Sister and Joe Stump of Alcatraz and many other, kind of things. He's played with Jimmy Bell of Autograph and Chris McCarville of Dokken and BJ Zampa of Dokken. So Andre's a proven pro, and having him out with Stairway is just he's fantastic. I'm very blessed to work with two killer singers, Joe Labadia for Wild America, and freaking Andre Vancho of Stairway to Halen.
I'm telling you,
freaking blessing.
Joe is a great dude. A great singer, great dude. His voice fits the music perfectly. He's got a great range. He's not very high and not very low. He's right there, and he doesn't try too hard. It just comes natural, and he just lets it flow. And he's going to be able to sing it forever because he's not killing himself. Some of these guys want to hit so high, and your music really isn't for highs. It's
you know what? You're right.
Wow.
Joey has a distinct voice.
Oh yeah,
perfect for the band. Joey's kind of like a Dennis DeYoung meets John Bon Jovi meets he's got that very beautiful, clear voice, where like Joey and Andre get along well, right? And they'll always be so complimentary of each other. And Joey will be like, "Oh, I can't hit the notes that this guy hits because Andre's got a hard rock voice." And then there was a time where Andre had to fill in for Joey in Illinois on the road because we had a flight cancellation and Joey couldn't get there. And Andre did a great job, but even he says, "You know what? I don't have the voice that Joey has for that type of music."
Right.
And so, but I'm blessed to work with both of them. And when we do travel together, they're both very complimentary of one another. No egos. They get along great.
No,
and,
there's no. I saw both bands.
With, them. Right now, our touring drummer is a guy named Derek Pontier, who was the drummer for Great White and Jack Russell's Great White for about 8 years on and off. And Derek joined the fold because Arnie Kuzo did a great job on the album, and But this travel life's not for everybody, and
No.
it's still very admirable when people choose their family and other responsibilities over wanting to go from hotel to hotel. And so Derek took over after the album's completion. Arnie did a great
Man,
job
he's
on the album, and
fantastic.
he's still part of the Wild America family, and we wish him the best as always. And we still see him from time to time, but Derek has taken over on the road for both Arnie's positions in Stairway to Heaven and Wild America.
Nice.
So like I said, most times the back line is always me and the drummer, but sometimes even the bass player. So we're really two bands traveling with 5 guys, and it makes it easy when we do double bills. And it even makes sense monetarily.
It does. It does. It really does. You got more to spread around, and it's easier to travel. You know the guys that are opening for you, the guys that are opening for you know you. It's just like, it makes it so much easier, And then when you can book and say, hey, I've got this tribute, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen tribute, and a original band, you can have both. That most people will book that because tributes, we all know, bring the people in.
They're hot right now.
They are hot
right now.
They are very hot.
Even Jimmy Bello Autograph, his other gig is Beyond Purple.
Yep.
Okay, Beyond Purple, and then BJ's in that too. BJ from Dokken, the drummer, PJ Zampa, and it's a great, incredible band, and they do all things related to Deep Purple from the tree of Deep Purple, such as Rainbow, White Snake, Purple, even some Dio, and they're spectacular. But it's just another way for a musician, a pro musician, to stay booked and working. And obviously, we send our condolences this week to the Autograph camp and and the family of Randy Rand, and wish those guys the best too. But count your blessings nowadays.
Yeah, I was thinking about that on the way home. I'm like, because that was sudden. We don't know the details of it yet, but we can only imagine that it was sudden because there was nothing out there.
You know what? The details don't even matter. When you get to our age,
right? It's gonna happen.
Guys that are even in their 60s, every day's a blessing. You never know.
It really is. You never know.
I had a dear friend, he passed away at 50. This last year, I've lost so many close friends, whether it was the COVID, cancer, heart attacks, and a lot of them were younger than me. It's like, so, I can't, you can never, ever, you basically, you got to appreciate every day. And like one of the reasons why I'm still out doing this is because I'm blessed where I can, and I want to do it while I can do it. I'm not the guy that's going to be on stage, when I'm old and gray. I want to do it while I'm good to do it. And then, I don't want to be like the baseball player or the football player that hangs on too long
way
past
too
their
long.
prime.
Exactly. And every day is you don't really realize it. It took the Randy thing. And like I said, I was thinking about on the way home from work today, a truck could cross the center line and you're gone. It's that simple. It's amazing that we make it as many days as we do when every force is really against us. The other driver.
The world's had a rough couple of years.
Right. And especially now with the last couple of years, it's like it's even kicked it up a notch and being against us. But, just to survive, I'm going to be 52 next month. Just to be 52, wow, it's amazing, and you just got to appreciate it, and you got to do
my age too. I mean, I'll be 53 in July, and we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up this year, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it because you never know when you're not going to be doing this anymore.
Right, you never know. So now, the new album. When is it dropping?
All right. Well, here's the deal.
It was supposed to drop in.
I spoke to Mr. John Kibble today, and we will
Kibble's
have
the man
tomorrow.
Whoa!
So I would imagine that everybody, we're going to be very busy in the shipping department
all weekend.
Monday morning, everything is going to be going out because we might get them kind of the later in the day tomorrow. So
Right.
by Monday, these suckers will be being shipped out all over the world. So we've got a large pre-order to fill already.
Oh, I'm
and
sure of it.
of course, a lot of my good radio station friends will be getting their complimentary copies shipped immediately, as will you. And
I already pre-ordered mine. I wasn't waiting around. I'm not.
you'll get some extras for your followers.
Hey, I like to give stuff away. I love giving stuff away around here.
Well, we'll do that too, and we're gonna have all new merch, lots of good stuff. And when you do show up at our shows, when you see us at Masquerade, we'll be fully loaded with lots of exciting stuff for people to purchase in the albums. And of course, all our stuff is available at every outlet. The Kibble, obviously, KibbleRecords.com/store. And I'm always selling our stuff on WildAmericaBand.com. See, basically, if you go to BillyDiNapoliMusic.com, the shops, the merch shops, they're all linked through all my websites. So whether you're on Wild America Band or StairwayToHealing.com or BillyDiNapoliMusic.com, the merch shop is linked. So it's the same one. So you can go to any three. And obviously we're also on the regular stuff like Amazon and CD Baby and all the regular suspects,
You're everywhere, dude. You don't just go one route like some do. You're like, I want it to be everywhere so it's easy to find.
That's the that's the thing. And I will say this, I always like all my albums to stay in print forever. So I was years ago, I did an album 20 years ago with an outfit called Aftermath that was on Escape Music, which at the time was owned by Sony. And I could still look on Amazon and see the Aftermath album, Natural Destruction, still available. The Fool's Faith album I did is no longer on print. It's just available through Spotify and stuff like that, but it is still out there. But basically, the Wild America albums, they will never be out of print, ever. There will always be hard copies till the day I'm underground in a box.
And Kivel's good about that. Kivel's not one of them.
Product in print.
Right. He likes to keep it. John Kivel's great. I love the guy.
John is great.
He likes to keep it in print. Some other places like to say, "Oh, well, that's gone." We can't get another. It's like, why? Why not? And Kivel seems
Well, you know what? We do work a little differently. Like, John and I work well together, and he knows that not every band is that concerned with if they don't feel like they're going to keep moving catalog. That's not maybe always their priority, especially once stuff slips onto Spotify and the web and people could just get it off the web and listen to it. But, I want to cater to those people that still appreciate opening up a album or CD and that, looking at the pictures and reading the lyrics and,
absolutely.
like we did when we were, growing
up, waiting
outside the record store. I still like to give people that experience. So does John. As far as John and I, we always share the same vision. Like me and John have the same taste. Lots of times when bands write their albums and stuff, the label will be like, no, I don't like that one. No, these are good, but I don't like those. Send me some more. I usually don't have any problem hitting the mark with him because we're always on the same page musically. And, as far as audio and visual goes, John's got a great eye. All John's albums and product look and sound as good as any other label on planet Earth.
That, you know what? And that's one thing. The Gasoline album sounds great. The Old School Cool album sounds great. Yes, I've heard it all because Billy.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you something.
But I mean, he knows what now. Frontiers, it's hit or miss.
It's hit or miss.
Some sound great.
Listen,
dude, you do a vinyl, it sucks sometimes, and then the CD's better. And I was like, can you not get this right? Kivel gets it right, dude.
He gets it right every time. Lots of credit goes, his master engineer Ty Sims, who's got a lot of experience in this business over his many decades of work. I mean, the guy's great.
Yeah,
he does a great job, and he's a big part of the reason John employs him is because he's a pro's pro, and a big part of the reason that this stuff comes out sounding like it does.
It sounds fucking great. Just it's perfect to me. I mean, if I get something like you sent me the tracks months ago through email, and usually they
Right.
lose a little bit through email, and I'm like, man, these sound fucking great, man. It's
You know
we're
what? We're lucky too because we have
full.
our own studio in New Jersey, run by Andrew Caden, and Andrew Caden is also the guy that plays all the keys on, geez, pretty much every album I've ever been on.
Nice.
And Andy does the engineering, and him and Joe are just really good. Like I'm the type of guy that I go to a recording studio. I'm very comfortable playing in the studio, but as far as all the gizmos and doodads, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
No.
But Joey and Andy are spectacular in the studio. They really know their way around it. And but they know that they may not have the mastering skills of somebody like Ty, but they work very well with getting the recording done, getting it to Ty, and then Ty does what he does. And
Right.
it's a pretty smooth process. But I mean, it's part of the reason why it's taken so long is not really the way we worked it and the way we did the work, is because of what was going on in the country. I mean,
Right.
everybody gets sick. Now we can't go into the studio, and then we're in the studio working, and we're in a separate room because we have to be cordoned off from the people working from Andy working in the at the board, because we're trying to not spread COVID. And then and then all the breaks, because I got COVID twice. I was sick for 7 weeks twice.
Jeez.
And that's how
Jeez.
we were about 16 shows in a half dozen states into the Gasoline tour, and it had to be halted because of COVID, and then we had it rescheduled and then shelved again because of the next strand of COVID that came, and finally we're free to get this thing done. But
roam about the country, baby.
Also, part of the reason why the album took a little while was because this supply chain, and
Right.
you got plants that produce CDs, and there wasn't a lot of employees left. It was just a whole big a countrywide issue with why this thing was taking longer than it would have taken. But there's also no sense of putting out an album when the world is shut down.
Right. And a lot of people felt that way just the same as you did. They're like, I'm not going to put it, I think I was talking to the guys at Kick and Valentina, and they're like, we're not, because I was like, are you going to release any new music soon? They're like, no, we have a lot written, but we are not going to put it out because we haven't even toured for the last one yet.
Right.
And they're like, we want to tour for that
get
one.
Some shows under our belt, and of the 16 shows, a lot of them were music festivals, but then we had to pause. And now this album, had it not been for the pandemic, would have probably, let's see, Gasoline came out in 2018. This would have been out in probably 2020.
Yep.
But these are just circumstances beyond our control. Bottom line is that's
good.
behind us, and the new album drops. Well, we'll have it in our hands tomorrow. It'll probably drop to the World Monday, and we're excited about it.
I might have heard every song, and I got them in emails. I might be able to.
You got the sneak peek for sure.
I did.
Not many people did.
Right, but I want that physical. Like you say, I can have it on Spotify or in my email all day long. I don't give a shit. I want that physical thing and be like, I've heard it, but it's still exciting. It's coming. It's going to be in my hands. Oh my God, I can't wait. And it's like, I'm going to read it. Like you said, I'm going to pull the liner out, read it. Now, is there any plans on doing a vinyl version? I know people always ask that now.
I'll be honest with you, there has not been talk of that. That's not off the table. That's something me and John we can discuss. I
know it's a lot.
I know that as far as Spotify goes, we like to keep our stuff off of Spotify until the last week. For instance, Gasoline came out in 2018. We joined Kivel in 17. The album came out in 18. And that thing did not see Spotify till like a year and 2020.
That's smart.
Maybe not even after that, about a year and a half ago. Because we wanted to exhaust as much hard copy as we could. We also put Gasoline on Touch Tunes Music, which means, those internet jukeboxes that you see in every bar and nightclub. We're on every single one of them that exists in the world.
Really?
So I do believe there's about 150,000 Touch Tunes jukebox. I think it's 125,000 Touch Tunes jukeboxes in the world, and we're on every one of them.
Oh shit!
So, and this album will be on there eventually as well. But you got to be careful about releasing that stream too soon, because you want people to buy the actual product. Now,
right?
Let's be honest. How long? I love all this stuff, and I hope we have CDs and still could get vinyl forever. But we'll also have the digital package, because let's face it, nowadays some automobiles are being made without even a CD player in it.
Right.
You got to use your Bluetooth.
Yeah, the Bluetooth.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That doesn't help. But
I'll take that son bitch right out and put a CD player in. If I could, I'd put a cassette deck in the son of a bitch. Just because that's old school cool, right?
I really hate that you could still get a brand new car that has the CD in it, but right. I hate that they even do that. I mean, CDs sound great. They look great. I don't know. Modern technology is not always for our benefit. Let's put it that way.
No. I mean, and then you put a CD in, you listen to it. I mean,
That's
you're
right.
not fumbling around with stuff. Now you got somebody with their phone in their hand, fumbling around for more. Okay, I want to listen to this tune next. Okay, I want to listen to that. So now they're crashing into my car because they're trying to find.
You know what? If someday you've got to print out your album jacket from your computer and you have to buy a digital version, I'd be okay if that's the only way to go someday. But they need to police that. Because that means that they've got to spend their money, promote the bands, buy the digital, right to whatever iPod they're using in their vehicle or in their home, and so be it. But if all people are going to do is, an album came out, I'm going to go, on the cheap, I have my Spotify for, $16 a month where I can have 1,000 albums, and all I got to do is click on my Spotify and listen to it for nothing, because I'm already paying, whatever it is now. I think
$16 a month does not help artists.
For unlimited supply of albums. I mean, honestly, that's what kills music.
It does.
I mean,
it does.
You want to use Spotify, fine, but make sure you go out and buy the damn albums too.
That's
Do
right.
it both ways to support the music and support the artists.
I'm always looking. I'm always trying to find new stuff, and I'm always going down the rabbit hole. Like I'll start with say Wild America, play that album. Then right after the album, this is the only reason I like Spotify. After the album, it'll play artists similar to Wild America. So then and then always pops up, bam.
Listen,
and I'll do it while I'm mowing the lawn, and then I go out and buy their record. Boom.
I'm not saying it's, not an effective service, but the thing is too many people just listen to the stuff for free.
Go buy the shit.
They make it too easy.
You want that artist to sell make another album? You want him to stay around? You want to see him on tour? Buy the fucking album.
That's right. Well, this is why we stagger our distribution into outlets like that till the last possible moments that we can.
And that makes total sense, dude. There's bands that drop it right on Spotify, and good for them. That's what they want to do. Everybody wants to do their own thing, but I've never understood that. If you want to sell physical copies and you have physical copies, I understand some bands don't do that anymore because they say it's a waste of money. Nobody wants it. It's total bullshit. Vinyl's making a comeback. CDs have made a comeback, and cassettes are now starting to make a comeback. So don't tell me people don't want the physical copies, because these millennial people have started a trend to where now my vinyl is like skyrocketed. I can't even afford it no more. But they do want these physical copies. So, if you don't stream it right to Spotify right off the rip, it's going to force them to go get it. I had to go to the record store and get that CD the day it came out, or I didn't get to hear it. Now you get to hear it for free and the artist gets nothing.
Well, that's that's what's led to the dilution of music, man. I mean,
exactly.
That's why you don't see as many hot artists, because some people are like, geez, why do I want to take this path? I'm not going to make any money. I'm going to be, I'm not going to be able to move product. Everybody steals it for free.
Right. And even the biggest names are like, why? Why do we even have to waste our time? I'll just make it digital and just put it out there because people ain't gonna buy it anyway. Well, give them a shot. And I think nowadays things are coming around where the more are putting it out there and doing the physical copies
Well,
because
you know what, too?
people demand is there now.
That's because of music collectors. People want
Yep.
vinyl. They want to get their hands on vinyl and CDs. So
Oh
hopefully
yeah.
that keeps up.
Oh yeah. That doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon, dude. I'm immersed in vinyl and it ain't going away anytime soon. I'll tell you that much right
I
now.
hope you're
Prices
right.
are they are absolutely outrageous right now for the old school stuff. And then when an artist releases a new one, it's bam, everybody's buying it. And I'm in a lot of vinyl groups and they buy it right up. But they want it. And the CDs even. I mean, physical copies are making a comeback, and it's doing well. And I hope it does well for many more years to come. And
Well, you know what? I do too, because I'm going to be out there slugging away.
yes,
So
you are. Now you
there's
got
going
a
to
lot
be,
of shit coming up.
hopefully there's going to be more albums and more shows. We got some big shows coming up. I mean, we're excited to play Dave Dillman's pre-party for M3, and then from there we'll be heading right to Hollywood to play the Whiskey A Go Go May 13th with Bang Tango, and then we're going to have Monsters on the Mountain this August
Yes,
in Gatlinburg, the 19th,
Monsters on the
20th, and
Mountain.
21st. I think we're playing the 21st on Sunday. And we're going on early, but we're not going on first. I think we're second or third. But we'll be playing Sunday. And our other label mates, Tango Down from Kibble Records, will also
Oh
be
my
there. And
god,
they're also dropping a new album in June. So
dude,
lots going on in the Kibble camp.
I'm loving them, dude. I reached out to John trying to get. I think I might get Riff on the show, but man, Tango Down. I heard that song, and that is and Bulletproof. Their previous album was Kivel, and it's that album. I have that on vinyl, and it is amazing sounding. And then the new song, amazing sound. I'm like, this guy. Somebody was asking me the other day. They're like, they're shopping around record companies. They're like, do you know of anybody? And I'm like, yeah. I said, go with Kivel. I said, do Fuck Frontiers. I think it was Asphalt Valentine I was talking to because the one dude's like, who do you, because they got to reissue their past CD because they were with Bill and Lori at Highball.
Right.
And so they got to reissue it and they want to do it. They want somebody to go with. And I told him, I said, go with Kivel. I said, man, it'll sound great. He'll probably remaster it, make it sound even better, fuller, which that CD was pretty damn good, full and everything anyway. So, and then they got a whole, and when they want to do another one, I said, Kivel's your guy, dude. I mean, you really got to
It's a
check
good label. I mean, some people think that some of these maybe labels that would be perceived to be bigger names are the holy grail. But when
No,
I ask some of
no,
my friends that are on these labels, they don't make
no.
much coin. If you can move a few thousand copies on a label like Kivel, you get a good unit price. You can make yourself a decent amount of money, and then you throw in the gigs. And we're always
Right.
very good. With our merchandising machine runs nonstop, and so we've been able to keep this thing rolling. Obviously, I'm fortunate to have done well in my lifetime in business, where I can I have the liberty to go do this, and my other interests are taken care of by lots of people I have employed, and then I also, I have a lovely girlfriend, Tammy, who you will meet on the road here this coming year, and she does everything. She runs our merch department, works with John and coordinate with John, and runs my other business back here in New England. And without her, there'd be no Wild America, or at least there wouldn't be for me.
Right.
I
And
wouldn't
that's
be
how it
here.
is.
I wouldn't have the time.
A good man always has a strong woman behind him, and she takes
That's
care
for
of business.
sure. I'm lucky to have one. That's for
Right.
sure.
I call my wife, I call her my manager because without her, none of my life exists. I had nothing. I would
She is
not be.
she's something else.
Yes.
Uh,
So you got Monsters on the Mountain, you got Masquerade, you've got Dillman's thing at the Pre party. I mean, you got some big Monsters on the Mountain and Masquerade are big. How'd you land the Monsters on the Mountain? Just got a hold of him and
John
said,
Kimmel.
"Hey, John Kimmel,
Kimmel Records.
he is a son.
Kimmel
Man,
Records. That's how.
Dude. So
I'm
listen
gonna tell you
here.
something.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you, like, I've done a lot of work booking a lot of our shows around the country, and we've already, we just did. Where did we just come from? We just did New Jersey, Florida, New York City, Connecticut. We've already been to Florida a couple times. We did Illinois. Jesus, we've already been to Maryland too. We've been to Rhode Island. We've been, we've probably hit about now. We're probably 18 shows, probably 10 U.S. states in.
Nice.
And we've got another, 12, 13 shows to go, and another 5 or 6 U.S. states before this thing ends at the New England Rock Festival with Steelheart in October in Massachusetts.
Yes.
But
We
we've
just
been there too,
announced Steelheart.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, by the time this tour is over, it'll probably be like, 32 to 34 shows across about 16 or 17 U.S. states, and we're about halfway. We're just over halfway done.
Dude, you're always on my feed. I mean, every day, every other day, Wild America's right there. Another show.
We just did about 5 shows in the last 2 weeks, and and like I said, Wednesday we'll be heading out to Maryland, and then we'll do that, and then a few days later we're on a plane to Hollywood to play the Whiskey on May 13th.
Nice. I know you'll do a better job than Santa Cruz. Believe me. Wild America does not use backing tracks.
Listen, you know what? I know some bands that might use some backing tracks for background vocals.
Right.
I don't want to disparage any band.
Exactly.
But like, when the whole thing is tracks, I don't understand that, but I'm not gonna.
I get backing tracks.
I'm sorry if you're lip syncing to lead vocals. I mean,
right.
It's not really live music anymore, is it?
That wasn't a backing track. That was live. That was lip syncing to your vocals.
Right.
That was not a backing track. There is a place for backing tracks, and this is an argument that everybody has. You can feel one way or the other, and I don't care if you don't like them. I don't care if you do like them. I have my opinion, and it's like there's a place for them. You got guys that can't hit them highs anymore, and they have it to. They go up this far, and then the backing track takes over a little bit so that it sounds like it's supposed to. And I get it. But if you're going to Milli Vanilli the fucking show, tell me. That's bullshit.
I'm going to tell you what. I don't speak for other bands, but I know with us, we play and sing everything live.
Yes,
everything,
you do.
Background vocals, everything. I mean, the only enhancement I may use is I'll have effects on my background vocal. I'll have a pedal where I can not pitch correct, but it'll double my harmony. And that's about it. Otherwise, everything is pretty much done live. Everything.
You will hear the burp when the burp happens. Live.
Live. That's
live.
It.
I burp. Fuck. That's the truth. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there that use them just to, like, on the Monsters of Rock cruise. Crazy Lick, or not Crazy Licks, Heat played. And they come right out and they said, Jonah, their keyboardist, they're like, he couldn't make it. I guess he tested positive or something like that. And they're like, he had to stay back. But we're going to let you know that you're going to hear keyboards. We're piping them in.
I love Heat.
That's fine.
I love Heat. Heat's great.
Oh, they are, dude.
What do you think of the new Skid Row with Eric on vocals?
At first, I was like, this ain't going to work. And somebody hit me on the way home, and they're like, did you hear this? And it was just dropped, announced. And I'm like, this isn't going to work. Well, I got a hold of the song and listened to it just right that night. And I'm like, this is going to work. This is
I
gonna
love that
totally
song.
fucking work, dude.
I
This
like that
guy,
song.
yes, he's gonna bring a new energy. He's gonna
The gang's all here.
revitalize that.
I was down
Oh,
with that. I saw some of the live clips from their shows, and he sounds pretty damn good. This is the best I've heard them since the Sebastian days. Just my opinion for what
I'm
that's
telling
worth.
you, I gave him up because I didn't. People have their likes and dislikes, and I tell you right now that when people, how I say this, you'll get fans of a singer that maybe not just because it's because the singer is nice to them. It's not necessarily that they're better than who else, but they're friendly. Okay, I get that. They're friendly. ZP was very friendly, and he had a lot of fans that dug him. And so when he left or whatever happened there, they basically fuck Skid Row. You can't do that. Now you got to give the other guy a chance. You gave ZP a chance. Give Eric a chance. Eric is even more friendly than freaking, and he's a way better showman. He's all over the place. He's, ZP.
Listen, you know what? No disrespect to ZP, but Eric's a better fit for Skid Row.
Oh, easy, and he'll breathe life into this band. Like this band has always been an energy band, except for the last few years. They weren't really energy, and there was no. I didn't feel anything from them. I see them live, and I'm like, they're not doing it for me. Now, just looking at them when they were doing the residency there, it was like, oh my god, you could feel the energy coming through the
You
YouTube
could feel
video.
the energy. I felt
mean,
the same way.
I'm like, this is going to be good. I got to go see these guys now. And I didn't feel like that before. I was like, oh, Skid Row, they were on the ship. I was like, forget them. I don't want to see them. I didn't care to, but now, okay, I want to go see them just because that energy level is back. When they bring the energy, gives me the energy, and now it's a show because now I feel like I'm involved. And, it's like, I want to be, I'll walk out of shows if they're just boring. I'll be like, goodbye. I'm there for a show.
You know what, brother? I got to tell you something. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I got to get us a rebook in South Carolina, and I'm looking forward to when we do Bradley's Masquerade and we get to.
That's gonna be a blast, dude.
Hang with you and the wife again.
Oh yes, gang's all there. We're all gonna be there. I mean, it's gonna be the last one we were at was May, and that was a magical weekend. I will never forget it. And all Bradley's events are just great, but that May show was just one of them weekends where you just I still sit here and think of it and I get chills.
Great show.
It was a great show.
Brad and Dawn did a great job.
Yes, they did. Absolutely phenomenal job. And this one, once it happens, and it's happening, this is going to be one for the ages. I mean, just everything that's going on. Not even everything has been released on what's good, what's planned for this. And it's coming, but I mean, everybody's going to have a blast. Now is Wild America. Yeah, you there? I'm here. You hear me? Can you hear me?
I lost you, buddy. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Uh-oh. I didn't do anything. It's got to be your phone. It's got to be. I didn't do anything, did I? No, nothing's. Want to go out and come back in? Go out and come back in.
Mikey, I lost my volume for some reason.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I can't hear you anymore.
Okay. Well, we'll let him fiddle with that for a minute.
You know what? I don't know what I should do here, bud.
If you want to go back out and come back.
I can't hear you.
I know. See, I could do this. I can do things. There. We'll do that. There. You see that? Look at the message right there. Right there on the Oh, okay. He's going back out and going in. Okay, that happens. Live shows, you know what happens. And I don't think it's anything on my end. I didn't touch anything. Normally, if I touch something, then I'll be like, okay, it was me. But not me. Like I was saying, Masquerade's going to be a blast. Wild America's looking forward to it. There's like 25, 30 bands going to be there. Wild America's going to bring it. They're releasing their new album. It's like he said, coming out to be in his hands tomorrow and in the mailboxes Monday. So that'll be great. That'll be great. I've been waiting for this. Like I said, I've heard it, but I want that physical copy. And believe me, you are going to want to go out and get this. There's not a filler song on there. It is a great album. Good, true rock and roll. Just fantastic. It's just a great record. It was worth the wait. Once I heard it, it was like, oh wow, you did it again. You know, Gasoline was a good album. It's a good album, but this one really, really good. Okay.
Hey.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I'm back. I had to.
You're back.
You know what happened is somebody tried to call me. It came through and it messed everything up.
It'll do that. I mean, it'll do that. I've had that happen to others. And they're like, I don't know what happened. I forget that I just type go out and come back in. And then they do that. I don't know why it does that. It should reset right after the call's over. Or
no biggie. I figured it out.
Hey, you know what? You one of them smart Italians. They say us Goombas don't got no brains. They full of shit.
Well, you know what? I don't know what kind of Italian I am. I just know I'm 100%, and there's no other blood that runs through me.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. So, anything else you want to get out there before I let you go and enjoy your evening?
You know what? Play the new tune for everybody. Let them enjoy it. Tell them they're going to have it in their hands this coming by Monday. These things will be flying out like hotcakes to everybody that wants
them. Hotcakes.
We already let them know where they could find them. KivelRecords.com #store, and also be on all the WildAmericaBand.com and DiNapoliMusic.com website stores. And anywhere it'll be easy to find.
Right. And you don't have to write it down, everybody. Oh, my pleasure. Nobody has to write all that down. I will post all the links and everything like that tomorrow. By tomorrow night, I'll have everything up there so that you can get there, go find all the music, find his Facebook pages, YouTube channels, this, that, the other thing, anything, everywhere to find Wild American Music or Billy DiNapoli. You know, you could. I see how you put it in caps. The DiNapoli in caps. That was on purpose. This is how you say.
Actually, it's just on the auto type for some reason.
Really? Okay, yeah. Cool. Hey, I said it wrong, and then you told me, and then I continued to say it wrong. It's like, duh.
It's all right. I had to hip Rachel Logan to that too. It wasn't just you.
Really? Rachel's a great girl. Oh my God.
Rachel's great. I'm looking forward to seeing
Rock
her
Refuge
on the mountain as well.
Yes. Now, one question I did have, I saw Kivel he had a booth set up at Monsters on the Mountain last year, and you guys were part of that. Is he going to have a booth this year with?
Yes, he will. And he has been working that on the regular. So cool. I think that's a regular thing, whether we're there or not.
Okay.
So, and you can get all the great Kivel products and merch, and and like I said, his product is great. I mean, if you ever heard bands like us and Tango Down, Lost, and Romeo Riot,
right?
I mean, so many. Adrian Gale.
Yep.
He's got so many great artists that are just, they always deliver that great arena rock sound. No fluff.
Nope.
It's consistent.
Good.
It's very consistent.
And he masters it really well, so it's pleasing to the ears. It's not like, oh, it's too brassy here or too thunderous here. No, it is clean, great, full. I mean, if you're looking to get into with a record company or somebody, John Kivel, my God, great guy. Very accessible. Just hit him up on his messenger or his Facebook page or whatever, and he will get right back to you. The guy's fantastic.
All right,
You'll
buddy.
Yes. So
You're the
we are
man.
going to leave. I'm going to say bye to you, but everybody
right,
stick
brother.
around because that song, the new song, Love 'Em and I'm Gone, is coming up right after this. So,
All right, buddy.
Billy,
Take care.
thank you so much for doing
Anytime,
this.
buddy. You know it. Anytime.
Cannot wait to see you.
Same here, brother. I
All
love
right,
you.
man.
Give my best to everybody. I'll see you soon.
I will. Love you too, man. Later. All right. So, without further ado, I guess. I hate that word. Ado? What is ado? Somebody message me and tell me what is ado. Without further ado. It's just something that everybody says that who knows why. I don't know why. But, all right, let's hear the new song. If you have not heard it yet, it is great. You'll get what I'm saying about full, music's full. I mean, this is Kivel Records. They do such a great job on mastering and putting out records and CDs. And he does such a great job. I can't say enough about him. When I believe in somebody and I like what they do, I will talk about him. And, he's probably going to tell me, shut up, stop talking about me. But I will. But here is the new song, Love 'Em and I'm Gone, by Wild America. Everybody that pre-ordered, sometime next week, you'll have your CD in your hand. Vinyl release, maybe. He's talking about it. Don't know yet. But if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, get the pre-order in because they're getting there tomorrow. And next week, you get the album. Boom. You don't have to wait like the rest of us had to wait. But it'll be worth the wait. Believe me, I know this for a fact. It's worth the wait. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Next week, I have Ronnie Monroe and Jason Cornwell from Between Worlds. New band. Dropped probably September of last year, something like that. Great melodic rock band. Love them. Got them on the show next week. So be here next week for that. Great. Ronnie Monroe, ex-Metal Church. You know this guy. He's going to be here. Probably bring some new, I'll have new music from them too. So, all right. Without further ado, here's the new Wild America. Enjoy. See you next week.
Sleep some when I'm dead. 2 days without a rest, my eyes are bleeding red. You know I've been this way before. It's an addiction, my feet don't touch the floor. The faces change, it's all the same to me.